Hello, everyone. So instead of doing some Simpsons for a while, I'm just going to take a step back and just not step back, but a step away from it and actually check out some other stuff. Today is just something that just continues to gnaw at me. This subject is really, really sad. And it is Butters and his parents. Butters from South Park and the Stotches. There has just been so many episodes where it's like, they can't parent him. They're not even worthy to be parents whatsoever. I mean, given yes, it's a TV show and it's supposed to be funny and everything, but on the other hand, it's kind of like, if you think of it personally, it's very sad, and the Stotches don't deserve to be parents. Like in this episode right here that's on right now, this deals with Jared and just the fact of Butters was going to be the next Jared. The fact they were going to use, the gang was going to use him as a trademark symbol, and because of that, they were going to get some money out of it, but they didn't really get enough money. All they got was $15 or so. But that's like the first thing is that your son is laying on the floor. No fluids are inside of him. No fatty acids. I mean, yes, it's good to get rid of all the acids, but he still needs some. But instead, he's on the floor, and you guys are like, okay, you're grounded. Go to your freaking room, mister. I get it. It's supposed to be funny, but on the other hand, it's really, really sad. Just the fact of you don't call a doctor, you don't get anyone to help him. Instead, you just make him crawl up those steps to his room, which is very sad. The good news is that he gets healthier. That's good. But on the other hand, it's really, really sad. And then you got this other one, this other part of it. This is part two of the episode. The fact of they need to show his results, his quote unquote results to I forgot his name. Yeah, but the Chinese guy, the Chinese food guy from City Walk, you're wanting to show him and show that he lost weight from eating their food, and his parents don't want him to leave the house. He's grounded, and he's basically trying to be a good boy. He's trying to be a good son and stay at home, but instead Cartman slided him out. But still, the real messed up part here is just the fact of you have the parents who get cussed at and showing flicking his naughty mouth at him, and you're telling me you can't tell that that's not Butters? It's like, has Butters ever freaking been naughty to you and said cuss words? The answer is I don't think so. He never did. And this is before the episode Ungroundable, where he actually just said screw you guys, and he's like, I'm ungroundable, you can't ground me. And that episode on itself, my gosh. So anyways, yeah, so you got this first episode, and then you have the other episode where Butter's mom tried to kill him. Wow. Because his dad actually had problems with his own sexuality, or he technically got sexually curious. And instead of the mom actually going to the dad and shooting the crap out of him, instead it's more the fact of she just killed Butters. Well, tried to kill Butters, which is really, really messed up. Then after that, there's just so many other episodes. I'm just skipping around just the ones that are from the top of my head. Another one is I forgot which one comes first, but I would say Sarcastable is another freaking example. Oh yeah, and okay, I'll do that one after this one. But so you have a Sarcastable, just the fact of how his dad tries to cover up puberty. Cover that up. He doesn't even give him a good explanation. All he says is just your creamy goo that comes out of you because of your enjoyment and pleasure. That's it. He doesn't say, oh, that's just a signal of you growing up, son. It's a good idea to not sleep in it and not to actually, we need to clean those sheets as soon as possible. Instead of that, he just said, go back to sleep. It's okay. That's it. We don't want to talk about it. So it's like, what the hell? You're his dad. I get if his mom does that. I get it if Mrs. Stotch does that. But you're his dad. You need to step up and freaking tell him, hey, you're becoming a man. Good on you, son. And he didn't even want to hear what he dreamt about either, which is, I get it. That's not cool at all. because, well, he could be dreaming about girls that's his age, which, yeah, he was. But on the other hand, it's kind of like, but still, you need to be interested in your freaking son's crap. So yeah, you have that part, which is very. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about the friend compass. The other part of he's going through puberty, he's going through the change, and instead of just telling him, "Oh son, looks like you have another innovation with your puberty. So congratulations, you're becoming a man." Instead of that, you just basically tell him that's the friend compass. God is your friend, so it's pointing up. The I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be funny, but still, it's still like the man. Alright, the one I forgot was the one that happened way back. The fact of he took a picture of himself. Well, it was picture day. He was taking a picture. Sadly, one of his hairs stuck up, and that's what I thought they were talking about. Is the fact of one of his hairs stuck up, and he looks like alfalfa. And they were like, "Oh, you want to make that silly face? When you paid that money, you get your silly face." And I was like, seriously? There's sometimes you can't help what nature allows. Sometimes you can't. The other part is just the fact of it turns out it wasn't that. It's just the fact of the way he looks. They just don't like him how he looks, and that was just crap. And they made him even become grounded because of that. And then after that, they told him put a paper bag over your head. Dude, this is really messed up. They don't deserve to have a kid. I'm sorry, but they just don't deserve to have a child. Not at all. What the hell? Okay, last but not least, and oh crap, please don't tell. Oh yes, the ungroundable part. So Butter stood up for himself because he thought he was a vampire, and not only that, but the craziest part of it all was just the fact of testing to see if they can ground him again. He frames him. He frames him. He didn't do anything wrong. I would just figure you just wait until he does something wrong, but instead, no. You frame him. You say, "How come macaroni is in my milk?" And not only that, but the stupid part of it all is like, I know what I would do. And I know one thing. It's like, if the mix I use for breakfast, if it gets replaced with peanut butter or maybe macaroni is there, I would be weirded out. And number two is that the freaking breakfast thing is already open. The macaroni thing, you had to tear it open and then pour it, which is like, if you're using the thing that you were like, that's just the stupid part of it. This is how stupid the father is. It's like, listen, stupid. Your mix is not there. Oh, well, you wouldn't pick up macaroni and do it. Yeah, you would pick up the macaroni and say, "Hey, this is not what I'm looking for," and then look for the thing. It's just so stupid. It's just so freaking damn stupid. And then he frames his son of the same charge and just to test that they can ground him. And then the latest one was the Oculus episode. The fact that you grounded him even though it was virtual reality and he kicked you in virtual reality, but for some freaking damn reason, you just need a nice explanation to just ground him. So you just ground him even though you don't know why. Even though for some reason you're able to break the fourth wall and realize that you got kicked in the balls by your son, but yet you don't know why in that other reality, which is like, okay, that doesn't make sense. So it's really messed up. Butters doesn't deserve to have that family at all. Child services, even though they didn't do anything truly wrong, but you do have to admit the whole he's down on the floor hurt like that. Yeah. Of course, I will say side note before just making them bad people is they did take care of their son when he was wounded because of a ninja star. So they did take care of him on that. And also, oh, I forgot about freaking Ghost Pals, that episode. The fact of, yeah, they didn't believe him and his, it's like, has he ever really did anything to make it seem like he would do something like that? You would figure that it's just going to build up and build up and build up, and you have like some little sign of holy frick, he's gonna start wrecking stuff, he's out of control. But instead, it just happened all at once, which is, yet again, Eric Cartman was a part of that. Which is like, seriously? Seriously? Anyways, they did have a little glimmer of hope when it comes to them being parents. But other than that, they're not good at all. I really hope, which is not really going to happen, but still, I really hope that Butters actually gets to have the parenting he needs, because he might actually become a horrible victim by the end of everything. Horrible victim. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more Throwback Thursday. Poor Butters. Poor Butters. Leopold Stotch. He did get his revenge, though.